Good morning, world. It's Jeff and Holly here, bringing you an all-new video from our adventures here in Costa Rica. This morning, we woke up in our beautiful hotel, the Mariposa Hotel in Manuel Antonio, for day 3. This is day 3, and this morning, we're going to do a little special visit to an animal sanctuary. I arranged a little private visit with Kids Saving the Rainforest. I don't know much about them, but I know they rescue and rehabilitate a bunch of wildlife here in the area. I'm very excited to go learn about what they do.
Hopefully there's sloths.
I'm really hoping there's sloths, and I think there will be, Holly. Her favorite animal.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Well, let's go check it out.
Okay.
On our way. I think we're taking the back way.
We definitely are off-roading it. In our Uber.
There goes our Uber.
So we took like the most like rocky dirt road to get here in the middle of nowhere. And meanwhile, Jeff's looking on his map and there's like another route, the other side, that has like hotels and like a couple other things that maybe signal like a more main road. So we just took like a half an hour on this dirt road with this poor Uber who just left us.
So we tried to communicate in Spanish that the other way would be better, and this is...
Potentially. So he's taking our advice, which we don't even know if we're going to be able to leave here because the road we just came on was a little bit tough.
I hope we didn't send him on a more endangering
I know,
journey.
I really hope he's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's better, because his car was really low to the ground.
But good news for us, the middle of nowhere has a sign for where we're trying to go, so I'm feeling confident we might be in the right place.
By foot, so which could either be certain death out in the heat, or we'll find the kids.
Of the rainforest. No idea where we are, but it's pretty. Adventure.
Trying to find the kids of the rainforest.
Where are the kids?
Who are actually so deep in this.
Look at this craziness. This is so cool. So you see that building over there? That is where they're traveling to. All the way. Okay, I think they live under this tree. The nest. Holly, come look at this spider I found.
Whose name is? Max. I thought that said Ham.
Hi, Max.
They were living in North America, of course.
Wow.
How long have you worked here?
Here today is my 5th day.
Oh,
So I arrived 5 days ago.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You make it seem like you've been here for a while.
Yeah, the thing is that I was working in Costa Rica, but in other side. I was working in Caribbean side and then in Peninsula and Nicoya. The problems are more or less the same in every place of Costa Rica. So yeah.
And what's your name?
I'm from Galicia.
Okay.
Galicia is in the north of Spain, very close to Portugal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in the sanctuary, we try to give the best life that we can try to give, because they should be in the nature.
Wow.
So which projects are you working on currently?
I'm working in the sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm the manager of the zookeepers. We prepare diets, we clean them, we put them treatment. That is very important, because if an animal just stay without doing nothing without them treatment, it can be bored. So it can have, I don't know how to say in English, stereotypes.
Yep.
That is when an animal do one thing without any reason. So we don't want that. We have all the fruits that they can eat, the vegetables. We even have the medicines, because some of them they are very old and they need medicines and a lot of different things. For example, Nina is a spider monkey that is having this because she needs for the bones. So you can see we have the name, medication, the dose, frequency, how you can give, and everything. Yeah. Then every day we have something new to do. For example, with the peccaries, put water on the floor.
It's a reminder that you never get a day off when you work with wildlife.
No, you never. They always have to eat and they always have to be cleaned and, The animals you will see there, I don't know the name.
I'm very excited. Do you have sloths?
We have sloths. Yeah. Animal, if we have a rescue, today we're going to use it to bring all the fresh leaves. And from here, we can arrive to the sanctuary, to the clinic, or to the rescue center or the nursery. So the first thing that we have to do is put your feet here because our foods always go for everywhere, and it's very important to disinfect.
Okay.
So that we put chlorine. Okay, and then we can go.
Just like this.
All the plants that we try to have here, they are very important for feed all the animals. So Don Pedro is this incredible animal that you can see there. Make they white teeth again, and they are very nice. That she died in a house. Attached, he cannot move a lot. They were treating him as a dog. But you can see that how his normal behavior and he came back to be wild again. Wow. He was telling me that before he was living in
Oh, extra love.
Yeah, extra love.
Aww.
And yeah, she's very lovely girl. And yeah, we are designing a new space for her, and we do all that we can for her to be happy here.
Aww. So she's not a native species. So what brought her here? Was she a pet?
Yeah, she's not from Costa Rica. Lots of days to here to Costa Rica to make some experiments here in Costa Rica.
Animal testing.
So time for that. They are Darwin and Nina. Darwin is the male and Nina is the female. Using her to work in a circus. And once she has to jump in a circle of fire and something wasn't right. Wow. So when she arrived here, she was very bad. So she suddenly lost the arm. Three-finger slots and two-finger slots. So he was electrified. But after being electrified, he fell. And when he was in the floor, a car punted him.
No way.
Yeah. And that is why he's here. Yeah. He had two in one. Yeah. But
Fella in the middle. Not sure how this happened, but now we're volunteering.
Get to work.
Sorry, I'm vlogging. Should probably be raking. You better work.
and he's one of the shirts here from the nursery. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I have to feed some of the babies, the baby parrots, baby squirrel, and the baby sloth. So I go more or less than that, I think. They babies, but they already have some feathers.
Okay.
So they're doing so good.
And what's in this concoction?
This is the Katie mix. These days, as we're not from here in Costa Rica, we have to do the border person that usually stay here.
They're 1 month old.
More or less. Yeah. Put that. This is Pop.
Okay.
One week ago, and he didn't have any. Right now he has fur, but he didn't have any. He came with his brother. She doesn't have the eyes open.
What kind of squirrel is this?
It's a normal common squirrel. The first time I've ever seen a black squirrel was here in Costa Rica.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we actually have 2 more black ones.
Okay.
Always
try to rehab first.
Yes.
Before they
first.
resort to the sanctuary.
Yeah. In the last moment, if we see that there's something wrong with the animal, maybe we consider for them to keep them in the sanctuary.
Okay.
But the first thing always is to release them.
Okay.
Because that's important thing for them. It's better try rather than stay here for the rest of their life. I work in here the past year,
Okay.
6 months, and this year I come in January,
Okay.
January. Babies, but they bigger, and they eat on a bowl. Yeah, his name is Mango. Yeah, sometimes you have to wake them up a little bit.
Wow.
You have to go very slow with them.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
And if you
Let's reflect.
A baby sloth.
Holly, do you like sloths? That was really cool. So what you just saw was the nursery and clinic. These are areas that regular guests here don't normally get to see. So we got a behind the scenes look, and I'm glad I got to bring you along with us.
The clinic was crazy because I didn't know what I was going to walk in on. I thought they were just showing me like the office, I guess, or like where they do operations. All of a sudden I'm in a back room where they have a sloth and they're trying to get it out of its transportation kennel. And it's like hissing and it's like really, really strongly gripping onto everything, like the cage, the branches inside, and like the fingers of the people who are trying to detach it. And I didn't know that sloths were that aggressive, and it was crazy to see in person.
And I think it's serendipitous because Holly loves sloths so much. So she walks into the clinic and the animal they're operating on is the sloth.
A sloth, and it was an amputee. It had been electrocuted and fallen onto the road, and they had to amputate one of its arms. So even with only 3 arms, it was doing pretty well in defending itself against the doctors.
So I was meanwhile in the nursery where the baby animals are kept and fed. The nurse was telling me, oh, I'm about to feed the baby sloth that's just a month old, or excuse me, a week old. And I was like, Holly has got to see this. So I go into the clinic and I'm like, what is she up to? What's Holly doing? And I find you in front of an operating table with a sloth.
Yes.
And I'm like,
And
double sloth whammy.
what they had done is give it some oxygen that made it fall asleep. They were rewrapping the bandages every other day from its burns on its arms and legs.
And so in the nursery, you never know what's going to be in there. All the animals I was showing you have been brought in the last week. The sloth has only been here for 2 days.
It's a week old.
And
It was like on top of a teddy bear. Like it was an average sized teddy bear, but it was a tiny sloth. It's like its mom. It thinks it's its mom. It's so cute.
it was really
And
cute.
it kept falling asleep while they were trying to feed it, so she would tap on its nose. Yeah, pretty incredible what they do here. It's a team effort, and it's really like important work.
So there's essentially 3 things you can do to support this place if you're interested. The first one is if you find yourself in Costa Rica near Manuel Antonio, you can come for a visit. They book tours most days of the week, and you get to tour around the sanctuary, which we saw. The second thing is you can follow and support them on social media. They're quite active on there. And the third thing is you can simply donate if you want to further your contribution of a place like this. This is how most facilities and wildlife sanctuaries around the world operate, and they depend on funding. So however you want to support, they would greatly appreciate it.
It's very cool that we got to come here with no one else either when it's
Yeah,
closed.
a private visit.
It's closed on Mondays.
It's closed on Mondays, but that was an exclusive tour, and I'm just really glad we came and saw that.
Wow, we'll be back.
Amazing. Holly, I think we're going out the correct way this time. Cheers to Costa Rica. Well, everyone, that's a wrap on today's Costa Rica adventure vlog. Thank you so much for joining us for this adventure. In this video, I took you on a behind-the-scenes tour of the Kids Saving the Rainforest Wildlife Sanctuary and Rehabilitation Center. A few things I learned from this visit is that this facility has essentially 4 different programs going on. There is a nursery room where orphan animals are kept and fed on a daily basis. That's where we got to see the baby sloth. We also saw the medical clinic, and that's where injured wildlife receives medical attention. We also toured the wildlife sanctuary. This is where animals end up when they're unfit to be reintroduced into the wild. And then there's another area, the rehabilitation center, which we did not visit in this video because as part of this program, they want to minimize all human contact with the animals going through the program here. This is to make them not used to humans, not habituate them in any way. So they want to emulate their natural environment as much as possible. So that is a whole nother section I didn't even get to see, but the majority of the work that the Kids Saving the Rainforest does is within that rehabilitation center. So overall, this facility does amazing work in wildlife rehabilitation and rescue. It was very cool to learn all about it. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to take you on more adventures here in Costa Rica. So stay tuned for more upcoming vlogs. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.